Hi again, my name is Rebel and I am the Rebel Reseller, and today I'm going to be doing the second half of my What Sold for last weekend, which would be June 17th through the 19th. I don't do the little spiel very often about my experience, so I'll go ahead and do it now. I have been selling on eBay for 23 years. Most of it's been full-time. I would stop for a little while. I was a teacher. I was a case manager for the state of Tennessee. But then I just decided I'm better working by myself, working for myself. So I came back, and then Robert and I married, 10 years ago, and we decided to homeschool, and both of us work on our business together. So that's where I am. I have began cross-listing in the last year to other platforms. I sell on Bonanza, Mercari, Poshmark, Facebook Marketplace, Etsy, and, well, of course, eBay. I don't know if that's all 6, but there's 6 of them. Today, for last weekend, I only had sales on 3 marketplaces: eBay, of course, Poshmark, and Mercari. I start everything on eBay, and then I use List Perfectly to cross-list items to other platforms. I don't cross-list everything. I pick and choose depending on what it is, dollar value, that type of stuff. So that's me in a nutshell. All right, let's see. I did want to thank Susan. She sent me a buy me a coffee last night. I so appreciate that. If you've not heard of it, it is a way to thank your content creator by sending them buy me a coffee, which Robert has put a link down in the description. So I really appreciate it, and definitely appreciate those of you who buy stuff from my store. Y'all just make me happy. All right, let me go ahead and get to my screen. I think I'm going to look here real quick. Yeah, I think my first item is probably my best-selling item for the weekend. Robert picked these, I believe it was at a church sale, and when he brought them up to the register, or to the paying area, one of the ladies made a comment to him that she was so glad that they were finally leaving because she thought they were quite spooky. But these are monkey-shaped party string light cover blow molds. There were 6 of them. They were almost 7 inches tall. Did not include the lights. I took a best offer of $50 for them. I think Robert said he paid $2 for them, all of them. This is Animal Adventure. I like that brand. This lamb was from 2015. I've said this a couple of times before. I find that the older the plush is, and all of the Animal Adventures are dated, the older they tend to do better for me. This lamb/sheep sold for $18.36. Also, if you're new to my channel, I don't do free shipping, with the caveat that last month I did transfer some of my lowest dollar first class items. I changed them to free shipping, and I've only sold a few, so it was an utter fail. All right, this next item, I'm pretty sure I paid 50 cents at a yard sale. It was Ouch bubble gum metal container. There was no gum in it, but they did still have the inserts where the gum was inside of it. Definitely keep your eyes out for older tins, candy, and things like that. This sold for $22.96. There's a bunch of Ouch tins that sold, but there were only a very few of them that had this design on the front. This is Kids of America, big old St. Bernard dog plush. It was 26 inches long, probably picked up at the bins, so because of its size and weight, probably paid a couple dollars for it. I do a lot of sourcing on away trips. Robert and I, a couple of times a year, load up a trailer and head off to Goodwill outlets, what we call the bins, and we fill the trailer up and bring it back. And then slowly over time, I list that. Plus we go out every weekend to yard sales and estate sales, which have just been booming for us. Just tons. Y'all, I went twice today. We drove up to a yard sale and I'm like, just didn't look that great. But we got out because we're there. First one I bought, and Scott and Christina, you'll get a laugh out of this. I bought 4 Department 56 Harley Davidson items. They wanted $25 for all 4 of them. So that was a great find. And then about noon, we stopped at a yard sale, and all I could see were tons of pallet stuff. Those are annoying because they're never a good deal unless you're there to buy something personally. But I went in, Robert said, we're here, get out again. He didn't get out though. And sitting on a table was an American Girl, I think Samantha doll. I was doing a little bit of research a little while ago, and I didn't realize there's a big price difference between if she's got a white body, the cloth body, or a tan one. So I'm going to have to go get her out of my car and see which body she has. I guess it depends on whether she's going to be Pleasant Company, or I think Mattel took over the American Girl line after that. So, you know, excellent. And I paid $10 for her, and it was noon. Nobody had bought her. 10. All right, so we're definitely been finding great things to resell. All right, this is a Baby Gon's roly-poly hedgehog plush. Little, it's only like 7 inches tall. It did have its tags. It sold for best offer of $15. This is again Animal Adventure from 2008. This is a green frog. I did take a best offer of $8 for it. I'm all about moving stuff. Taking reasonable offers when you've only paid, you know, less than $1 for most everything that I purchase. You know, $8 is a good turnaround. This is Spark Create Imagine. Love that. It's from Walmart. This rainbow cat sold for best offer of $10. This is Russ Teddy Bear Plush. Its name on the tag was Teddy. It sold for $9.16. This is just hodgepodge of Fisher-Price Trio blocks. The Trio brand, I don't think was released but a year or two. I don't think it was very popular. I remember picking up some sets for my kids, but I pick them up anytime I see them, especially in the bins, and then I just kind of hold on to them and make small lots when I get enough of them. This one seemed to have some Batman, Joker, Superman type pieces. This is what the figure looks like. So they're just really short and these big feet. But here's what the normal Trio blocks look like. Definitely keep your eyes out for them. These few pieces here that I put together sold for $11.92. All right, this is Tommy Thomas the Train Big Loader. Tommy put out a set that wasn't Thomas and a Thomas set. And there's big loaders, big loaders. I even think there's a big loader, and it just kept building onto the initial set. These were the toppers. In this toy, there's a little motorized chassis with wheels that it would move around the track, and it would pick up different toppers depending on where it was. This is the Thomas topper. In this set, I think there was the orange one and maybe like James or something. I don't remember exactly. But a lot of times, I have parted this set out before. I haven't done it recently, and I do have some of them. The toppers and the motor chassis sell the best. This Thomas sold for, let's see, $8.24. So definitely, I'll try to get Robert to remember to put a picture up of what just the big loader looks like, the set. But it's just a little Thomas thing that tracks, and it goes to different spots, and then it picks up different toppers. But very cute. This is Modern Baby. It's a knit bear lovey. It sold for $11.92. I'm pretty sure I picked this up very recently at a yard sale for $1 or less. Love the loveys. This is advertising, promotional coffee mugs. I pick up most of them. In fact, I picked up a couple of them today at an estate sale. Some of them are bread and butter, but I have sold a few of these coffee mugs for especially drug pharmaceutical for over $100. This particular cup sold for $13.76. It was Merrill Lynch. This is more different Mattel Thomas Trackmaster trains. These come in different colors. Usually I pick them up again at the bins, and then I make small lots with just varying, the straights, the curves, the little connectors, just a whole bunch of different parts. Usually not a whole lot, maybe like 15 to 20 pieces. Usually list it for about $19.95. This particular one sold for $18.36, and I pick them up all the time. This is another jigsaw puzzle. This is Estee McLeod. We picked up a bunch of these at Finders Keepers last year, paid $1 for them. It looks like I've sold 2, and I still have 2 available. This one that sold was $18.36. My sale is on right now for a little bit more, so the price is down a little. But we've done really well with all the puzzles and stuff that we bought there. This is again another lovey. This is Blankets and Beyond. It's one of my bread and butter brands that I pick up. This lovey sold for $10.08. One of the clothing items we sold, this is a nurse's scrub top. I picked up quite a few of them, and they were all very small sizes. I know there's lots of people out there who say, only the large sizes. Well, I'm small. I'm going to be looking for small stuff also online. So there's still a market for it. This extra small sold for $11.67. I'm pretty sure we paid probably 50 cents or $1 for them. This is a Hallmark red monkey plush. It was musical. I did have the video down here, and my wonderful co-host Elizabeth just happened to see that I had listed something, watched the video, and thought it would be perfect for her family. So she picked it up. She paid $14.96. This is, again, another clothing item. Lee. We buy a lot of Lee, Wrangler, American Eagle, Aeropostale, just mall brands. Nothing elaborate. Every once in a while we get to find some of the more popular brands. I think I found some Vineyard Vines jeans yesterday at a yard sale. I think we paid $1 for them. These sold for $8.50. And again, we pay 50 cents and $1 for our clothes. These next two were from the Hybrid estate sale that I bought. I got a lot of advertising items. These have been sitting in a tote underneath my desk forever. I finally got to it the other day. I listed quite a few items from there. These sold almost immediately. I didn't have comps, so usually I'll throw a price on $9.95, $14.95, $19.95. I just kind of pick something. And I think these sold like within a day or two of listing. I did take $10 offers for each. And so this person bought this Biaxin foam stress bone toy, $10. And then this Gamma PIV football. Again, another one of those stress toys. So they paid $20 for the two of them. So definitely keep your eyes when you're at yard sales for this especially pharmaceutical stuff. This is Pottery Barn Kids. This is just a cute hippo plush. It sold for $18.36. I buy Pottery Barn Kids when I find it, but normally it's more of my bread and butter, so this was kind of a pleasant surprise. For me, bread and butter is like $8 to $12. Again, American Eagle shorts, size 00, extra, extra small, and these sold for $12.69. This is a Mattel Barbie Cinderella princess doll. This was given to me by a friend. It sold for $14.96. I think the same day I listed it. It wasn't even on sale. Aurora, these 6-inch plush, I talk about it quite often. I pick a lot of them up. Quarter 50 cents, a lot of times at the bins. And it's just one of those toys that a lot of children get connected to. And you know, it fits in their hand and they just carry it around everywhere. And I sell a lot of them. This Aurora pig sold for best offer of $8. These were Fisher-Price Little People, Mickey and Minnie in little vehicles with Pluto. Robert picked me up a bunch of smalls at a yard sale. I want to say he paid $10 for a lot of it. And I've been picking them out, getting them cleaned and getting them listed. This lot sold for best offer of $18. I think same day again that I listed it. This also was in that tote of stuff. This is Fisher-Price Little People Toy Story. This is Rex and Ducky. They sold for $7.96. I had 2 sets of them, so now larger sale, I have one more set. And then this is Peter Max. When I talked about this initially, when we picked it up at an estate sale, lots of people were telling me he was an artist from the past. I didn't have a whole lot to go with on. I think there was one of these cups listed for a lot, but mine ended up having some condition issues. You know, there was a little wear on the rim, some discoloration, possibly a manufacturer flaw on the handle. So I think I had it listed for $40 or $50. I got a best offer of $25 and I went ahead and accepted it. Pretty sure it was at an estate sale that we paid like $25 for a bunch of cups. A bunch. I bought a bunch more this weekend. I can't, you know, cups like this, they're unique, they're vintage, and they were $25 again this weekend. They're just really cheap at estate sales because usually there's tons. All right, these next few items are my Poshmark sales. Again, Riders Lee women's jeans sold for $15. We use this little board behind me to just do flat lays. Sometimes we connect it to the hanger. This is Wranglers, larger size. These sold for $20 on Poshmark. This is hydraulic women's jeans. They sold for $20. These are Wrangler again. They were called 20X men's jeans. These did not have a tag in them, so what we usually do is say see measurements, and we include measurements for all of the items that we list. And so somebody was able to determine that those would fit. I'm not going to guess. I'm not going to guess on what size I think they are. I just give measurements. It might take a little bit longer, but the right buyer will come along. And then this is Decor Potbelly Bear. There's several animals in this series. I love them. I think a lot of them are from the 70s. This sold on Poshmark for $25. Definitely keep your eyes out for decor. And then these 3 were Mercari orders. I've been doing a lot of cross-listing, especially to Poshmark and Mercari. I just kind of, If it's heavier like this, a lot of times I try to stick with prices that are over $15 because they do charge 20% in fees. But I've just been kind of picking and choosing. My goal is hopefully by the end of the year to have a majority of my listings from eBay, because everything starts on eBay, cross-posted to one other site. I've kind of backed off on Facebook Marketplace. I do make some sales on there, but they're so sporadic, and I think they're having problems. I really do, because, you know, I'll go a week with no sales, and I am doing the what are they called, the renewals and the delete and relist through their app, and then I'll have, you know, 4 or 5 sales and then nothing again. So I think things are up with that. So I've not been doing as much there, but I do use List Perfectly. I have tried other programs. I just love List Perfectly. So, you know, Robert does have a link below. If you want to test it out, I think they give you, if you use my code, I think it's the Rebel Reseller, no space, but definitely check below. You'll get 30% off your first month. It is so easy and quick. There's not a whole lot of lag. I usually do 10, 15, 20 at a time. Like I said, I don't cross-post like this item to multiples. I try to stick with one, but I'll do a bunch for that one at once. So definitely, if you're even considering it, check out List Perfectly. All right, Mercari. This is a Seiko, the Literary Dragon puzzle. It was sealed, so I didn't have to put it together. We do put our puzzles together before we sell them. It sold for $12 on Mercari. This is Kohl's Cares Llama in Red Pajamas. It sold for $9 on Mercari. And then this is Gons Webkins. Again, I got a bunch of them. None of them had their codes, so I started putting them in small lots. This one was the Gorilla and the Langer plush. It sold for $12, and again, it was a viewer sale, so thank you very much, Sherry. Thank you. All right, so that is it for last weekend's. This week has been really slow. You know, I put my store on vacation Tuesday because we were leaving Wednesday, and I didn't want people buying stuff and then me trying to figure out how to get it shipped if they didn't pay right away. I ended up still having to take 2 items with me. One of them actually paid after I said, please don't. But I got to use the new QR code. That was excellent. Excellent thing that has happened as far as shipping when you don't have a printer with you. So, but yeah, slow sales. I turned the sell off, but it just seems to lag after you've done that. Some people say otherwise, but for me, it seems to lag after you've had it on vacation mode. All right, I think that's it. I'm going to keep on keeping on. I'm taking tons of pictures. I may do another shipping video Monday, time permitting, and then I've got to get some hauls out to share with you guys. All right, bye.